Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aquarius, May 19, 2025. You might draw on the energy of today's transits for a boost of courage to make a change that's meaningful to you. The Sun forms its yearly alignment with Uranus, and this occurs in your intimacy sector, perhaps prompting a deep eagerness to make profound and long-lasting changes in your personality or lifestyle. Alternatively, if you're not in touch with this need for change, you can receive a wake-up call or experience an unexpected event that stirs the need to change your dependencies or your approach, particularly to people in your life and with money matters. If you've been feeling at the mercy of others who seem to be pulling your strings, this is a time you'll want to break free. It's an excellent time to overturn expectations and perhaps break some of your usual routines so that you can grow and thrive. With Uranus, you might desensitize or detach a little from an issue so that you can make bolder choices. Still, as the day advances, watch for impulsive decisions, as Mercury and Mars are heading toward a square aspect, which can temporarily impair judgment. Everyone will be feeling on edge and fired up today. In fact, if you can take a step back to provide harmony and balance in the midst of the battlefield, you'll surely amass some good karma. Fiery Mars, the red planet of war and aggression, will be causing havoc in your solar house and launch a strategic attack on mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, now in your sector of intimacy, wealth, and assets. This means that a friend clashes with you about a secret you've had in your love or sex life. Beware, it's a good time for communication. Whether you're listening to customers' needs or telling the board your strategic vision, you'll be able to receive and convey information with great efficiency. You may hit a wall today. That is, whatever you are trying your hardest to accomplish could reach a climax of some kind. Maybe you will break through, maybe you will break down. Be prepared to meet the challenge or the celebration with a steady grasp on reality. Be especially attentive to your needs while you work. Drinking water throughout the day is a must. Examine your desk chair and computer setup. Is it ergonomically correct? These kinds of considerations will steer you toward greater awareness of what's to come. Welcome to the ambitious energy of this day. If someone comes to you for a loan today, don't be too surprised. The essence of this vibration is about making money. Problems surrounding income will be heightened, and many consider making significant changes to their careers. You'll need to keep your own needs and financial situation in mind before lending to another person. Do what you can without leaving yourself short. When the Dwarf Planet series leaves your work sector today and as her last deep dive into your needs and priorities on the job front for another 4 years ends, she will pass the reins to Saturn. It is Saturn's departure later next week that will end 15 years of continuous planetary activity, something that will allow the professional gods to shift their focus onto the next step when Jupiter returns to your career sector next month. Until then, Saturn is staying on to help package series focus on job satisfaction and a sense of purpose into something you can commit to moving forward. A day after the moon not only left your communication sector but having spent the previous few days at a friendly aspect to all 4 planets in your relationship sector. The Dwarf Planet series returns for her first deep dive into your relationship needs and priorities in 4 years. As the focus on your relationships deepens and Ceres joins planets like Venus and Neptune, the planets of love and dreams, it is with the communication lines open from the start, Aquarius, inspiration might strike in a quiet moment. Your quote of the day: stillness is a form of movement. Your color of the day is aqua blue, calm yet awakening. Lucky numbers: 3, 6, 22. A unique idea could reshape how you approach a problem. Lean into your creativity. Others may not understand your vision, yet don't dim it. Think ahead, but act now. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 19, 2025. Take a deep breath and let yourself settle into this moment. Whether you're checking in with your heart or simply looking for some direction in your day, you've arrived right on time. The messages in this reading aren't just predictions, they're gentle mirrors for your inner world, offering clarity, encouragement, and the reminder that you are not walking your path alone. Today's cards are the Empress, Knight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and Ace of Swords. These 5 bring together themes of creativity, emotional flow, long-term abundance, inner strength, and mental breakthroughs. Let's explore the messages they hold for you. We begin with the Empress, a card that radiates nurturing, creativity, and deep connection with life's natural rhythms. This is your reminder to slow down enough to hear your own inner voice and trust it. The Empress energy encourages you to care for yourself as you would a beloved friend or a blooming plant, tenderly, consistently, and with love. Whether it's tending to your body, your space, your relationships, or your ideas, this card asks, where in your life can you soften today? Maybe it's letting yourself rest without guilt. Maybe it's cooking a meal with care or spending a few minutes outside with your bare feet on the ground. Honor the part of you that craves nourishment and beauty. It matters more than you think. Next is the Knight of Cups, the romantic, the dreamer, the heartfelt messenger. This card often signals movement in your emotional life, either through a person who brings you a message from the heart or through your own intuition calling you towards something meaningful. You might feel drawn today to express your feelings, reach out to someone, or pursue a creative passion that brings you joy. The Knight doesn't wait for permission to feel, he simply follows what moves him. Have you been brushing aside something your heart has been trying to say? Today is a good time to listen. And if you feel inspired to create, write, paint, sing, or even daydream, lean into it. That's your soul knocking. Moving into grounding energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is one of the most abundant cards in the deck, representing not just material wealth, but the legacy you're building and the roots you're laying down. It reminds us that true security isn't just about money, it's also about community, belonging, and knowing that your efforts contribute to something lasting. You might be thinking long-term today about home, family, or what kind of life truly feels meaningful to you. Trust that the work you're doing now, even the small everyday actions, are shaping a future that supports you deeply. And if you felt uncertain, this card is your affirmation. You're building something real, and you are supported. Then we have the Nine of Wands, the card of perseverance. You may be tired. You may feel like you've been fighting uphill for some time. But this card arrives not to say, give up, but to say, you're so close. It honors your resilience. It doesn't ignore the difficulty, but it reminds you that your strength is not in your ability to avoid hardship, but in your choice to keep going anyway. If you're feeling like today is just another step in a long journey, pause and take stock of how far you've already come. You're more capable than you think. Rest if you need to. Breathe. And know that this is not the end, it's a turning point. Finally, we close with the Ace of Swords, the spark of mental clarity and truth. If something's been foggy, whether in your mind, in a conversation, or in a decision you've been sitting on, this card brings the sharpness needed to cut through confusion. You might receive a powerful insight today, or suddenly know what needs to be said or done. The Ace of Swords doesn't sugarcoat, it speaks clearly and with purpose. It invites you to stand in your truth, and trust that even uncomfortable clarity is better than staying stuck. Say what needs to be said, especially to yourself. This is a day for bold honesty and liberation. So, what's the story today? You're being asked to nurture what matters. Follow your emotional truth, honor your long-term dreams, keep showing up even when it's hard, and speak your clarity into being. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming every single day, often in ways you don't even notice. And the world is better because of it. Now I want to hear from you. What part of this reading landed with you most? Are you in a season of planting, protecting, or speaking your truth? Have you had a moment recently where something just clicked in your mind or heart? Share your story in the comments. You never know who might find comfort in your words. And above all, remember, you are allowed to be a work in progress and still be proud of how far you've come. Keep walking with intention. You're not alone and you are more powerful than you know.